I don't normally do videos like this, but it's my birthday tomorrow. It's August 19th, and I kind of want to take a day off. So I'm going to do a smaller video for you today, so you can have some content. And a lot of you have been asking for me to cover this on Twitter, as it's super recent. I'm not normally this quick to jump on something, but I want a day off tomorrow, and you guys want this video, so let's just get into it. Jake Paul released a video titled, "My Assistant Was Assaulted." And it's caused so much controversy because him and his assistant are accusing Faze Banks of assaulting her in a nightclub. And I want to go through it and see if I can smell some bullshit.
Meg was assaulted by a man last night who is in the same community and space as us.
Huh? Yes! What the fuck? I thought the tone of this video was going to be serious. It literally goes from a serious scene like this.
Was assaulted by a man.
To this. Yes! So right off the bat, if you're going to make serious allegations like this, don't dramatize it to sell your vlog to your 10-year-old kids, you ignorant fuck. To be honest though, when his assistant rang him to say that she was assaulted by Faze Banks, this was probably Jake's reaction to it. He was probably buzzing his tits off at the fact he had some dirt on Faze Banks, the guy who's been beefing Team 10. Anyway, let's skip past the family-friendly fuckfest of a vlog and get straight to the allegations.
Just found out some news from these three and Nick. Originally it was just an offline conversation, no cameras involved. But when I heard what happened, I was so distraught. I was so in shock. I was so disgusted that I needed to bring this situation to light so that anyone watching can learn from this, so that we can stop this kind of thing together as a community.
Alright Jake, just cut the bullshit. You did this for views and you did it for money. Otherwise, there'd be no ads on this vlog, which there are. And of course, you wouldn't have dramatized it like I just showed. Also, why the fuck is one of the inbred brothers and fake Emma Stone there? I'm pretty sure it was just the assistant who was involved in the actual story.
Meg was assaulted by a man last night who is in the same community and space as us, and it's not if you guys see she literally has a bruise. I don't know if you can see on camera here, not to be dramatic, but she literally has a bruise on the side of the whole entire neck.
I went to the restroom and got lost because I'd never been there before, and when I was leaving, he sort of clotheslined me and put their arm out in front of me and tried to pull me into the place that they were, into his table. He put his arm out and went like this, and I was looking up at him and our faces were really close.
So the allegations are apparently Banks grabbed her by the throat in a nightclub, which if he did do, I completely don't condone that at all. That is fucked up. Banks should not touch a girl in a nightclub like that at all. However, let us bear in mind that this is presented to us by Jake Paul, the guy who accused his neighbors of trying to kill him.
One of the neighbors comes over and unscrews the screws in the tire to our Team 10 van. Our neighbors tried to kill us
without any evidence. So it's best we tread carefully with this video.
And he sort of was right here.
I feel like it was more extreme than
yeah.
I mean
oh no, I think it was a bit more extreme. Yeah, a bit more extreme. Come on, amp it up a bit so it makes Banks look bad. Come on, more extreme.
I feel like it was more extreme.
That is what this inbred fuck is trying to do. He's trying to force words out of her mouth to make Banks look worse, because Chance and Banks are in beef, so obviously this guy hates Banks.
Dragged me by my neck.
Meg said that you lost your breath.
Oh, here we go again. Why is this cunt here? He's literally there just to feed words into her mouth. She was involved, so I'm sure if there was an important detail, she wouldn't miss it out. So shut up.
I feel safe to go home.
And Meg, do you want to tell them why this was so traumatic to you? Why it's...
Oh, and the ugly Emma Stone's just gone and done it too. She's putting words in her mouth as well.
And Meg, do you want to tell them why this was so traumatic to you?
The reason this was it really shook me a lot is because I was assaulted by an ex-boyfriend before.
Why is everyone around her like this bimbo, feeding words into her? She was scared, like any girl would be. She doesn't have to have a reason or have a backstory or a previous history of this kind of abuse. She would be scared like any girl. They're pulling this out their ass to try and get even more sympathy for the girl and more hate towards Banks.
Clear and more clear that assault in any way is not okay.
And it was very obvious that she called me and she was scared to be in her own bed.
She is the most annoying prick I've ever seen. And knockoff Emma Stone keeps running her cunting mouth.
in her own apartment and
Shut the fuck up, love. You're not supposed to be there.
This like video isn't meant to like retaliate or target anyone.
At this point, I don't even care what Jake Paul's saying. I can't stop looking at this spastic's face. Right, so I'm not going to say that the assistant was not assaulted because there's no facts or evidence to prove it's a lie or if it's real. But the way Jake Paul and his bum bandits handled this was appalling. I can clearly see why people would think that they're lying about this. You got the pricks on the sideline interjecting at every phrase, trying to get more words out of that girl. You've got Jake dramatizing it all to sell his vlog. The assistant should have, one, not done a fucking video like a normal person and just left it to the police. Or two, if you're gonna make the video, make it on your own without any influence around you and tell your side of the story straight. Don't have these morons on the sidelines filling in the blanks for you. Now, as you all know, I'm a man who likes my evidence. I like to use a lot of evidence in my videos to back up my claims. And Nick Crompton actually just tweeted some evidence that could be quite bad for Banks. Nick Crompton released DMs where Banks confirmed they were in the same club on the same night and that he can't remember some of the night. This does not help Banks' case one bit. The fact he can't remember some of the night means that there actually is a real possibility that this happened. And he also states that he got in a fight at the end of the night and got kicked out, which could show that he was also in an aggressive mood that night and was in a mood up for like some confrontation. So who knows, man? At the moment, the evidence truly is leaning more towards Banks actually doing it. However, a friend of Banks who said he was with him the whole night tweeted that it was all bullshit and Banks was having a good time and none of this happened. So it's really mixed at the moment. In my opinion, the Nick Crompton DMs are pretty crucial. They're making me lean more towards that Banks kind of might have done it. I'm not going to say he did because Jake Paul and how they handled it was so bad because they're such morons and idiots. I hate the lot of them. And I actually like Banks. I think he's a cool dude. I think he's pretty real. And if he did this, it will be very bad because it's really fucked up. But let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think? Do you think Banks did it? Do you think they're bullshitting? What do you think of the way Jake Paul handled it? Also, I'm taking a break off for a few days. It's my birthday tomorrow. Hope you understand. If you want to give me a little present, why not subscribe to the channel and leave a like? Please do subscribe. It means a lot to the channel. We're nearly at 350k. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, fuck off.